It started on a cold Friday evening in a quiet suburban neighborhood. 16-year-old Lily Parker left her house wearing a denim jacket and sneakers, telling her parents she was heading to a friend's birthday party. It sounded normal, just another teenage night out. But when midnight came and went without a call or text, her parents began to worry. At first, they told themselves it was nothing serious, maybe she lost track of time or her phone battery had died. By 1 a.m., panic set in. They called the police and reported her missing. When officers arrived, they quickly realized something was off. Lily wasn't answering her phone, and repeated calls went straight to voicemail. The first step was to verify her story about the party. They reached out to the friend Lily mentioned, but the answer shocked everyone. There was no party. There had never been one. Lily had lied. Her parents were stunned. Why would she lie about where she was going? That small detail changed the entire direction of the investigation. Detectives began retracing Lily's last known movements. They checked local bus stops, convenience stores, and security cameras around her neighborhood. Hours later, they found footage from a gas station camera. It showed Lily walking toward the old industrial district on the edge of town, a place known for drug deals and gang activity. Her head was down, her hands stuffed into her jacket pockets, and she looked nervous. This wasn't an accident. She was going somewhere on purpose. The discovery sent chills through investigators. A teenage girl, alone in a dangerous part of the city, late at night, nothing about it made sense. One thing was certain, this was no ordinary runaway case. Something much darker was unfolding, and time was already slipping away. Detectives began digging into Lily's life, searching for anything that could explain why she lied about the party. They started with her bedroom, and what they found raised even more questions. Hidden inside a drawer was a small notebook filled with names, phone numbers, and strange codes that didn't make sense. On the last page was a photo of a man in his 20s, someone her parents had never seen before. It wasn't a family friend, and it certainly wasn't a classmate. Her parents insisted Lily was a normal teenager with good grades and no history of trouble, but investigators weren't convinced. They pulled her school attendance records and found multiple unexplained absences over the past 2 months. It didn't stop there. Bank records showed Lily had been withdrawing cash almost every other day, usually from ATMs near the industrial district. That was the same area where she was last seen on camera. The digital investigation added even more layers to the mystery. Her phone messages revealed late-night conversations with unknown contacts. The language was cryptic, mentions of drops, deliveries, and payments. These weren't typical teenage texts. Detectives began piecing it together. Lily was involved in something dangerous, and it likely wasn't just a bad friendship. Then came the biggest lead so far. Surveillance cameras from another street captured Lily minutes after the gas station footage. She was seen meeting 2 men beside a black sedan. After a brief exchange, she got into the car willingly. That was the last confirmed sighting. The men's faces were partially visible, but they weren't in any criminal database. Whoever they were now the main focus of the investigation. Police knew they had to find them fast, because the chances of Lily being safe were getting smaller by the hour. The case exploded in the local news, and soon everyone in town was talking about Lily Parker. Rumors began to spread quickly, and most of them were ugly. Some people claimed she had run away, others whispered about drugs and gangs. Her parents refused to believe any of it, but investigators had already started uncovering hard truths. A breakthrough came when detectives tracked down a small-time dealer connected to the industrial area. During questioning, he admitted something chilling. Lily had been working as a courier for a local drug ring. She wasn't an addict, at least not from what he knew, but she was making deliveries for cash. The money withdrawals suddenly made sense, and so did the strange codes in her notebook. Each one matched a location where a drop had been made. The dealer also revealed something far more alarming. Lily had recently taken a risk that could cost her life. She had stolen a large amount of product from the gang and vanished. They were furious, and according to him, they would do whatever it took to find her. Detectives now understood this wasn't just a missing person case anymore. It was a ticking time bomb. Lily was hiding from dangerous people, and those people were already hunting her. The investigation shifted into overdrive, but time was slipping away. Then came another shock. A car matching the black sedan seen in the footage was discovered in a remote field. It had been set on fire, and inside were traces of blood. DNA tests were rushed, and everyone braced for the worst. When the results came back, they brought relief and confusion. It wasn't Lily's blood. Someone else had been hurt, or possibly killed. The mystery had just deepened, and the stakes were higher than ever. Police knew they were running out of time. The burned car proved how ruthless this gang was, and now the priority was finding Lily before it was too late. Detectives doubled down, launching a series of coordinated raids on suspected drug stash houses across the city. Each location revealed more of the gang's operation: bricks of narcotics, stacks of cash, and unregistered firearms, but still, no sign of Lily. Then came the breakthrough everyone had been waiting for. In one of the raids, officers discovered Lily's backpack hidden in a closet. Inside was her school ID, a hairbrush, and some personal items that confirmed she had been there recently. The find reignited hope, but it also confirmed the worst fear: she was being held against her will. Through interrogations, detectives pieced together a disturbing picture. The gang leader, a man known only as Rico, had ordered Lily to be kept alive. The reason stunned investigators. Lily wasn't just a runaway courier, she had taken something that could expose the entire network. Rumors suggested it wasn't just drugs, she might have stolen sensitive documents or a phone loaded with incriminating evidence. As the search intensified, detectives uncovered another chilling twist. Rico had a contact inside the city jail who was feeding him information about police moves. Someone on the inside was leaking details about the investigation, making every step riskier. This discovery sent shockwaves through the department and put enormous pressure on the task force. The case had spiraled beyond a simple kidnapping. It was now a race against a powerful criminal network, a corrupt insider, and time itself. Investigators feared that if they didn't act fast, Lily would disappear forever, just another victim swallowed by the dark underworld of drugs and greed. The breakthrough came when an anonymous tip reached the hotline late at night. The caller refused to give a name but provided an address: an abandoned farmhouse 30 miles outside the city. SWAT teams moved in before dawn, surrounding the property in complete silence. The front door was kicked open, and officers stormed inside. What they found was both shocking and relieving: Lily Parker was alive. She was weak, disoriented, and terrified, but she was breathing. Lily had been held captive for almost a week. Once she was safe, investigators began piecing together the final truth. Her story was worse than anyone imagined. She admitted that she had started delivering packages for quick money, thinking it was harmless. At first, it was just small errands, but soon she realized she was moving drugs for a dangerous gang. When she tried to quit, Rico threatened her life. Desperate to escape, Lily made a risky move. She stole a significant amount of drugs from the gang, hoping to use them as leverage for her freedom. Instead, it put her in even greater danger. Rico's men grabbed her the same night and locked her in the farmhouse. She only stayed alive because she convinced them she had hidden the stolen drugs somewhere they couldn't find. As Lily recovered, police launched a massive operation that resulted in Rico's arrest, along with several members of his gang. The corrupt jail contact was also exposed and taken into custody, shocking the entire department. In the end, Lily returned home, but nothing would ever be the same. The case left one haunting question: how could an ordinary teenager get pulled so deep into a world of crime and violence? The answer was as simple as it was terrifying: one bad decision was all it took.